Hi folks. So in this particular video or a lecture, we'll be going to understand like what is a class. Alright, so we'll try to understand what is a class, okay, with respect to okay programming in Python. Okay, so as you have we have discussed everything basics of the Python in our channel, so you can just watch that video basically, right? We have covered all the things in that. Okay, whatever the prerequisite of Python programming language is required, in that we have discussed everything, each and everything in detail about it. So like when we talk about the classes, right, in Python, everything is a object, right? To create a object we require a plan, some plan or blueprint, how how it should look like. First you should have a roadmap or a plan, right? So first of all you need to understand about it. Roadmap or a plan, basically that means, like, let's suppose you want to become a data scientist or you want to become a software engineer, right? So there will be some kind of a prototype of a plan that you want to become, some sort of technologies you want to learn, right? So such blueprint or a prototype that you should have, that is nothing but a class. Okay, we can write a class to represent the properties, right? So to become a software engineer, we should have some properties, right? We should have some attributes, that is a skill set. You should have education background, you may be a engineering in computer science, or you should have at least a graduation, right? So that is a particular thing you should have. So for we can write a class to represent the properties. What properties you should have? Particularly you should be 20 years of age, or 10 plus year age is not a barrier, right? So I'm just giving an example. You should you should have possesses necessary skill sets, right? And it is nothing but attributes and actions that should possess, right? Actions means nothing but you should have showcasing to a recruiter. You should have communication behavior, right? Or you should have necessary projects in your resume here, right? So that is a particular thing you should have to be aware of about it. So okay, attributes and actions, we can call it as that way. So first of all, to create an object, right? Understand, in Python everything an object. Okay, in Python everything is an object. To create an object, okay, in Python everything is an object. I will just write it out to understand clear idea, so that you will understand what is the thing it is about. In Python everything is an object. Everything is an object. To create object, right now requirement is to create an object, we should have a model, we should have a plan. To create an object we should have plan or prototype, right? So this is a thing, two things should have. Okay, so to represent the class, we can write a class to represent the properties. Okay, represent the properties and action. Okay, represent the properties and class. Represent the properties in a class. So properties can be represented. Now I have told that represent properties and the actions. Now properties, nothing but properties, what we will be saying, right? It is a variable. Okay, properties is nothing but a variable. Okay, so which you will be declaring during the programming, right? Property is nothing but variables. Okay, all right, so this is a particular thing about it, properties. And what we are writing as actions. Action is nothing but a function which you can relate it. Okay, but we will be not telling that as a function. We will be telling it as methods. Okay, it is a methods. Understand these things, you should keep in mind while telling to a recruiter. You should understand. Okay, what is a class? Class first understand, in in the world of a Python, everything is an object. Okay, to create an object, we should have two things, right? We should have a plan or a prototype. So understand, if you want to go anything, if you want to become anything, you should have some plan, right? So that is a thing. And to create an object, we should have a plan. Another thing, if you want to go somewhere, right, you should have a plan. This places I will be going to visit. And another thing is, you should represent the properties and the action. It to create an object, it will be representing using the properties and the properties and the actions. Property is nothing but it is represented by the normal variables, and action is nothing but a methods. Okay, this deep things you should understand. What is a class about it? Now we should understand. Now next, in the next video, we'll be try to understand how to define a class. Okay, generally you will understand what is how to define a class. This is like a short video, folks. I hope you understood, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, do share and subscribe to my channel, so you will get such content. You will never get such content. Okay, so okay, I hope you enjoy this a small video. Let's start with next video. We'll understand how you can define a class. Everything you will be understanding with the practical terms.